Castlevania 3, Level 1. Classic trilogy on the NES. I did not play Castlevania 3. I did not own any Castlevania games when I was a kid. I've only started this game as a 28-year-old man-child. We'll start from the beginning. When I first discovered emulators, I found how helpful they were in using the save states, where you could quick freeze a game, save it right in a spot before something difficult, and if you screw it up, you could try again. On this series of videos, I'm going to try, I can't promise, to stay away from save states, but I am not opposed to using codes built into the game. You saw my name was Help Me. I'm not scared to put that in. Help Me was a code built into this game that gives you 10 lives per continue instead of the customary 3, and it's just helpful. And I figure if I would have used it as a kid, I'd use it now, and boy, was I using codes as a kid. I may even sneak in some of my Game Genie codes. One of my buddies had a Game Genie for his NES, and we used to punch in, we'd pop that guy in, and that made games so much fun. I didn't learn until much later how the Game Genie worked. I always thought it was miraculous how it had games, all the information in there, and even games that were released after the Game Genie had codes in them. And then there were other codes you could just make up. Kids would discover if they punched in a code incorrectly, they would find it did other things to it. The Game Genie, from what I understand, actually would disrupt and change values in the file of the game, in the ROM of the game. It would change numbers around, and that's what the Game Genie codes did. So a lot of the Game Genie codes, most combinations of things would just break the game. Some of them would do the desired effect, like the infinite lives or infinite weapons, infinite money. And some of them did weird things like your character sprite would be upside down, something they wouldn't publish in the Game Genie. I'm going to shut up for a little bit here so you can hear the music in this level, which is awesome. That was better. Love the music in all of these games. All of these, the 3 Castlevania games I have played on the NES. I've only beaten Castlevania 2, and that was with the help of a walkthrough. We may get to that one someday. That one is an obscure mess of a game without a guide. But that one had a guide in Nintendo Power, so that one I may be able to play with a guide. Maybe I can just go by any resources that I had as a kid I'll use in these videos. Didn't have save states, but I did have Game Genie. And I did have codes. If we ever play any Konami games... Well, this is a Konami game. Any Konami games outside of this one. The Konami code. The infamous Konami code. When they make the t-shirts out of up, down, left, right, BA start. The 30 lives code. I guess there was a lot of Konami games. Again, not these apparently, but many of them. There we go. Handy. Is quite a long first level. You are right. Here's the boss. I'm holding down my turbo whip button. that's level 1 of Castlevania 3.